Moment to arrive on your mat this morning, bringing your mind, body, and spirit into one spot on this, what feels like a wintry, we've now hit the holidays moment in time, and reconnect to your breath. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And simply enjoy 3 deep breaths. Enjoying the simplicity of the inhale and the ease of the exhale. And notice your sit bones on the earth and root your ischial spines downward and grow your spine, each vertebrae one atop the other towards the sky, pouring the breath into your belly and your root. And exhale, let it out. Taking a moment to feel settled or grounded, whichever one appeals to you. Flipping palms up and open to the sky in an act of just letting the world and life be exactly as it is. All the amazing stuff, the challenging stuff, all the things being just as they are. Breathing in perhaps some acceptance, especially as we approach the holiday week ahead, of all the people and family members exactly as they are, with their own upbringings and family traditions and ways of moving through the world. Breathing in once again through your nose, pouring it down into your belly. Resourcing yourself with breath, and exhale, let it out. And we'll bring our hands to heart, one atop the other. And potentially asking yourself that question, what would love do? What would love do this week as you move forward towards the holidays and the winter and whatever else is going on in your life? What would love do for you? What would love do for those you love? And what would love do for the greater world? And I invite you to lean into that as you approach the week and holiday period ahead, with whatever it might be. Different ways of having babies, raising babies, celebrating holidays, perhaps aging parents being exactly how they are. Asking yourself that question whenever you need to reroute, course correct. Allowing yourself to find a sense of grounding. Very often, love brings humor, or it brings curiosity or creativity. And perhaps love would take this time here to settle and ground, to restore yourself, refill yourself, maybe stretch yourself, some time to feel good. And you can bring your hands together, rubbing them, creating some heat. And bring your thumbs to your sternum and your finger pads to the sky. And take a moment to set your intention, your wish or your aspiration as you move forward. Maybe inspired or informed by that question, what would love do? And when you feel complete, lowering hands and opening your eyes. And just take a moment to shake things out, scrunch your shoulders up, massage your occiput into the shoulders, creating a little tension and release. Melt your shoulders down and let them feel really good. We're going to plant our right hand or right fist on the earth. Reach your left arm over and bend your right elbow. Root that left hip down and stretch. Let it feel amazing. And exhale, breathing out all those expectations and frustrations and lack of settledness. One more breath here. Stretching and rooting at the same time, filling your entire left side body with breath. Exhale, let it out. And we'll press into the right hand and switch sides. Planting your left hand, rooting your right hip downward, bend your elbow. Inhale, filling that whole right side body. Stretching the right fingers all the way to the left. Exhale, let it out. Once more, stretching, filling. Exhale, release. And we'll come back to center. Interlace your fingers and flip your palms up. Have a shimmy. Stretching tall. Grow from your root all the way up to the sky. Palms will reach to the sky. Slight arch back. And exhale, round forward, treating your back to a delicious stretch. Sending your navel all the way back to the back wall or to your spine. Inhale, arch upward, gaze upward, filling yourself with breath. And exhale, release. Let this feel really luxurious and restorative. Inhale, coming back up to center. We'll pause at neutral. Exhale, tip leftward. Root your right hip down and enjoy your right side body, using your core here to keep yourself steady. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, tip rightward. And coming back to center. Opening your arms out wide. We're going to come into eagle arms. We'll do left under right. Clasping your fingers or your thumbs. Bring your elbows to shoulder height. And pause here. Let it feel really good. Perhaps a bit of a stretch, twisting up like a pretzel. Remembering when you feel this way to focus on your breath. When the world around you and all the people this week are being noisy, just allowing yourself to settle in and enjoy the stretch and the presence. Remembering what your intention and your purpose is with whatever you're doing. Lifting elbows up an inch and down to shoulder height. Inhale, lift them up an inch. Exhale to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up once more, and exhale, round forward. Bring your elbows into your belly, drop your head and neck. Let your back open up, your ribs fan out. Send the breath to the farthest intercostal spaces, flushing them out. And exhale, let it out. One more big breath, letting the breath fill you up with all the good feelings, all the neurochemicals, letting things spread, the physiology shift. When you breathe, you shift your physiology. Relax your nervous system. Inhale, lifting your elbows up to shoulder height. Untangle. Press them into the side walls and create some starbursts with your hands, creating a little bit of heat and energy. Pause, pinch your scapula together. Enjoy all the sensations and release. And we'll wrap ourselves into eagle arms the opposite way, right under left this time. And breathe. Letting the breath root you into the earth. Let yourself settle and land in your body. Noticing that when life gets busy, we're often distracted and pulled. We're in our body, but not really. We don't even notice. Allowing yourself to land in your body. Find the peace that comes with your mind and body, all in the same spot. Lifting your elbows up as you inhale. Exhale to shoulder height. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, round forward. Bring your elbows into your belly, drop your head and neck, fan open your lower ribs. Let it feel really good. Coming back up to shoulder height, we'll untangle. Lowering arms down, shrug your shoulders up, pinching tight, tight, tight. Massage your occiput, massage your shoulders, and exhale, lower down. We're going to come off our bolster or block or nothing if you're not on anything, and come to hands and knees today. Bring your knees hips width, hands directly under your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, tops of the feet on the earth. And we'll inhale for cow, letting your spine have a moment of joy, letting your belly stretch. And exhale, round into cat. Warming things up. Inhale for cow. And exhale into cat. We're going to lower our elbows down. Come into puppy pose. Lower your forehead, shooting your rear end up to the sky. Let your armpits stretch and your elbows and fingers reach far, far forward. Breathe in and out. Let it feel amazing. Two more breaths. Allowing yourself to settle into your body here. Everything arriving. Letting the world outside you happen, but having a moment of calm and quiet and steady here in this moment. Now walk your hands back towards your face and we'll lift up to hands and knees. Walk your hands forward and curl up into downward dog. Let it be a spine stretch and you'll walk the dog slowly, letting the energy move, letting things stretch. Plant your hands firmly and shoot your sit bones up to the sky. Lower your forehead towards the floor and perhaps wiggle your rear end a little to find steady and centered. Lift up all 10 toes and lower them down. Lift up onto your tippy toes as high, high, high as you can. Huge inhale. Exhale, lower your heels and let the energy shift. Let it feel really, really amazing. Two breaths here, upside down. Noticing the view through your legs, the shift in perspective with an inversion. And when you feel steady, find your belly, ground the ball of your right foot into the earth, and raise your left leg to the sky. Coming into three-legged dog, press your back heel all the way back. Huge inhale. And we'll exhale, bring that foot between your hands. We're going to come into low lunge. If you have blocks, grab them for some support. The blocks actually help you stretch. And if you have the blocks, you can bring your hands to the tops of the blocks. Wiggle your back knee back and ensure that your front ankle's in front of your knee. And invite your right hip flexor to soften. Pour the breath in. Growing the crown of your head to the sky. If it would feel good, you can reach your arms up. It might be a lot, in which case don't do it. Gazing forward. Pour that breath all the way through you down to your right big toe and out the other way. One more breath here. And you'll lower your hands, straight your front knee, and come back into a half splits. Walk the blocks back towards you and fold over your front leg. Wiggling toes. You might want to point and flex your ankle. Maybe fold a little further. See if you can invite the energy to move. And you'll take the blocks, if you have them, walk them forward. Planting the sole of your left foot. Use the blocks to curl up to a high lunge. And if you don't have blocks, you can have your hands on the ground. Doesn't matter. I think we have some new folks here. And if you don't have blocks, you don't need them. We just adapt. You're going to plant your right hand or your right fist and twist leftward into an easy twist. Engage your left glute. Noticing if you're gripping any of your toes, let it be light and allow the energy to move. Allow the stretch to happen. Bring that left hand into your right hip crease and roll your left shoulder open, gaze upward. Reach that left hand up to the sky and come back to the high lunge. Take a moment here. You're going to plant your right heel on the earth. Turn it to the left, and we're going to cartwheel up into warrior two. Once you get there, readjust your feet so you're steady. Your front middle toe is going to jet line forward. The back foot is on an angle. Engage that right glute and gaze over that front middle finger, your drishti. Maybe that's your intention, how you'd like to show up for the week. Maybe it's presence, maybe it's connection. Maybe it's light or joy. Pick something that's possible. It's easily achievable, a ridiculously unambitious goal, Shauna Shapiro likes to say. Flip that front palm up and tip backwards into reverse warrior. Let the front ribs fan open, breathing in, pour the breath in, clearing out the bottom lung bases. Let it be a treat. We call it a cleaning. Noticing how good that feels. Cartwheel back to warrior two, and you're going to bring your left forearm onto your left thigh. Reach the right arm over, coming into side angle. Enjoy the stretch. You're going to engage your left glute and hip here, and the outer edge of the right foot's planted, and make sure you're not dumping into your left thigh. We'll cartwheel back up and straight your front knee, tip forward into Trikonasana. You can grab a block if you want or not, into triangle. Just let it feel good, letting your body stretch. And it doesn't have to be hard. It can simply feel good. When you think in healthcare, everything has to be hard. But just letting yourself enjoy it and move through. Perhaps bring that right hand into the left hip crease and roll up. Let your shoulder tuck back. It might feel amazing. Reaching your right arm up. We'll cartwheel back up. And we're going to cartwheel our hands back down to the ground. Turn your back toe to face forward and hop forward into pyramid pose. Both legs are straight and jet lining towards the front of the mat. Let the back of your left leg have a moment. You might shift your weight back and forth. Remember to breathe. Huge breaths in and out. And release your neck. Notice if you're holding anything. Letting this be a practice of dropping in the midst of all the things going on in life. Just a practice of settling. Breathing. Allow the energy in the back of the left leg to shift. And if it's fun for you, you can walk your blocks forward and raise your right leg to the sky, coming into a half splits this way. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Just do what feels good. Potentially roll your ankle in both directions. Or you can stay in pyramid pose a little longer. If your foot is in the air, bend and straight your left knee. Engage your right glute, press your heel to the back wall. Roll your ankle, maybe point and flex. And you'll lower your foot back down alongside the right. We're going to come into chair pose. For those of you who are still in pyramid, you can just meet us in chair and bring your hands to your heart, sitting down, set your hips way, way back. You might reach your arms forward. You might lift up your toes if that's fun. And we'll release and fold forward. Let your back go. Bring your hands to your elbows and have a sway and a twist. Come to stillness. And you can grab a block or use the floor. Plant your left hand on the floor, bend your left knee, straight your right, and twist rightward. Roll your wrist out. And we'll switch sides. Bend your right knee, straight your left. Coming back to center. And upside down here, taking a moment to think about that what would love do question. Upside down, we often have insight that we don't have right side up. Lower hands. And when you're ready, use your belly and unroll all the way to stand. And when you arrive, give yourself a moment to arrive, letting things settle, letting yourself land like the sands in those hourglasses that the kids use to time their teeth brushing. And here we're going to come into tree pose. Root your right foot down and kickstand your left foot. Bring your hands to your heart and you'll slide your foot up. You can pause here, or if it feels good, bring your arms up. Just channeling your inner tree. This inner tree is very helpful amidst holiday weeks. Trees are steady and grounded, even in the swirls and all the things. Wiggling your leaves, letting them blow in the breeze. Bring your hands back to heart center, your knee forward, and we'll shake it out. We'll come to the other side. Let your left leg be your tree trunk. Find steady. Lift up all 5 toes, send your roots down, and kickstand your right foot. Bring your hands to your heart. Find steady here, that inner steady. As the world is swirling, close it out, quiet, and slide your foot up to your calf. No need to go all the way to the top. Draw your right knee back a little bit. Find steady. And raise your arms if that would feel good. Channeling the most beautiful, elegant, steady tree you can. Remember to breathe. Noticing what in your life is steady right now. And how might that invitation of what would love do steady you? Amidst family and all the things. Bringing your hands back to heart center, your knee forward, and we'll shake it out. And coming to the top of your mat, once again, we'll reach our arms out and up. Your palms will come together, gaze to the sky, and hinge forward, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Let your rear end stick out, let your back flatten. Enjoy the stretch. Plant your hands down on the earth and step back to plank. If you don't like plank, you can go straight to downward dog. Take a moment here to find your steady, using your toes, your belly, shifting your weight a little bit. And because I like it, we're going to move our heels to the left and come into side plank. Potentially reach your arm over and enjoy the stretch. I'm undoing my couch sleeping. I didn't sleep on the couch every night, but they needed middle of the night help. So reaching your arm up to the sky, come back to plank in the center and find center, and we'll tip the other way. Heels to the right, reach your left arm up. Enjoy your side plank. Let it just be fun, not torture. Do what feels good. Coming back to plank. Find steady. Shift your weight forward onto your tippy toes and lower down chaturanga to the floor. Let the front of your body connect to the earth. If any of you are traveling, this is a great way to land yourself back where you are in your body. And when we're steady, we're much more resourced and have much more capacity to respond to whatever Thanksgiving presents. Inhale, lift up for low cobra. Engage your lower back. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes, press into your hands, and lift up to downward dog. And hang out here for a moment. Upside down, you can still settle and find calm. Take a moment to move and wiggle a little bit, noticing what feels really good to you. And noticing that tiny tweaks can feel really good. Subtle is significant amidst holidays and family and change. And remember to breathe, calming your nervous system, resourcing yourself. Ground into your left foot and raise your right leg to the sky. Roll your ankle, release your neck. Huge breath in. Stretch that right leg as long as you can. And gently bring your foot between your hands. We're going to come into that low lunge. If you have the blocks nearby, grab them. Resourcing yourself. Tiny little things can make a difference. Let the breath pour in. Take 2 more breaths here, a little longer than you think you need. And straight your right knee, coming back into that half splits. Let this be luxurious. Allow the energy to shift in the back of your legs. Wiggle your toes, point your toe, and flex your ankle. And point your toe, and flex your ankle. Wiggling toes. Perhaps bend your elbows and lean forward a little bit more. See if you cannot control the energy and just let it move. Move lovingly and kindly. Exercise can be a practice of kindness and self-compassion, or yoga, any kind of exercise, honestly. Walk your foot forward, and you're going to bring the blocks coming to that high lunge, with or without the blocks, it doesn't matter. Widen your feet so you're steady. And if you have the block, you'll bring it a little more midline, or you can have your hand on the ground and twist rightward, coming into the high lunge. Straight your back knee, press your back heel back. And remembering, drop into your body here. Notice what it feels like to be out of your head. Not the things you need to do, or the people, or the places, but letting things slow down. It's energizing to do one thing at a time, monotasking. Lower your hands back to the blocks. Steady yourself here. You're going to turn your left heel to the right. Move the blocks out of your way and cartwheel up to warrior two. Use your right glute to steady you and bend your front knee. Gaze is over that right middle finger, the drishti, where you're headed. potentially how you want to show up. And you can look ahead and see what's there. Maybe just notice, maybe there's something in your room. We have a bunch of new flowers since I left. Straight ahead. These tiny little purple things, which I guess were here last winter, but I had forgotten. Flip your palm up and tip back to reverse or elegant warrior. Perhaps thinking about what the elegant version of you would look like this week. If you showed up graceful or elegant for whatever it is, could be your call week, could be family stuff, could be a health issue, could be people doing things differently than you think are the way to do them. What would elegant or graceful do? What would love do? Cartwheel back, open, back to warrior two, straight that front knee. Shoot your left hip back like the little teapot and drop forward into Trikonasana or triangle. If you have a block, use that. Your front leg is straight. Your left hand is reaching to the sky. Your left shoulder draws back. Engage your right inner thigh and your right big toe and the outer edge of your left foot. Focusing on being in your body. Bring that left hand into the right hip crease and roll your shoulder open, gaze up. And notice the little subtle shifts. Reach that left hand to the sky and cartwheel back. And you're gonna pivot forward. You can grab your blocks if you have them. We're gonna come to pyramid pose, readjust your feet, and you don't need blocks if you don't have them. Both toes will jet line to the front. Allow the energy to shift in the back of the right leg. You might rock, you might bend and straighten. Remember to breathe. And if it's fun, walk the blocks forward, or you can put your hands on a chair or the bed or something. And raise that left leg to the sky, coming into the half splits. Roll your ankle. Breathing. You may bend and straight that right leg. Root the left heel backwards, straight, everything engaged. Lower your left foot alongside the right and sit back into chair pose again. Your hands can come to heart center or long in front and sit way back. Lift up your toes, ground the four corners of your feet onto the earth. Take a moment and close your eyes, settling into your body, listening. Flipping up into forward fold. Enjoy the release. And if you have blocks, you can bring them with you, but you don't need them. Again, we're going to come into a yogi squat. You can use the blocks or not. You'll lower your heels to the earth, but if they don't reach, it's anatomic. It's not a stretchy thing. So be kind to yourself, a practice of self-compassion. Wiggle your toes and lower your heels. If you want to sit on a block, you can do that too. Letting your root head towards the earth. Remembering here what you know in your body. Maybe close your eyes. Your root is your sense of safety and creativity. What wisdom does it have for you about how you might like to approach the week ahead? Maybe it's letting go. Maybe it's asking, what would love do? Love for you too, because love is not self-sacrifice or martyrdom or catastrophizing. It's not making decisions from fear or guilt. It's grounded and honest and courageous. Opening eyes, lower your right fist to the floor, twist leftward, reach up. And coming back to center, switch sides. Lower your hands to the floor. And you're going to turn your toes to the front and come into that forward fold. Release your head and neck. Wiggle your toes. Waggle your rear end. Take a moment here upside down. Find your belly and unroll intentionally on purpose, slowly, nowhere to go, but unrolling and being in your body until you arrive standing, and let things settle. Pause and breathe. Let the breath pour through you all the way to your toes, your fingers. And for you all, come to face sideways on your mat. And we're gonna step our feet out wide into a wide angle pose. And fold forward with a flat back to the floor. You can also use a block. If you have high blood pressure, you might want to keep your head up. The sides of your feet are parallel to the front and back of the mat. Take a moment here to settle. And then you can lower down and bring your hands between your feet towards the behind you, if that works for you. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Three breaths in this inversion. An inversion is sort of a physiologic reset. If you're stressed in your holiday period, tip yourself upside down, put your feet up the wall or your head down. You can put your head on a block too if that feels better. Remember to breathe. Walk your hands back to center and you'll walk them all the way over to the left. Right hand will reach the left ankle and reach your left hand up, wiggling fingers. Let the energy shift in the backs of the legs. You'll bring your hands back to your ankle, walk to the other side. Left hand comes to the right ankle and reach your right arm up. Make sure your neck is okay. You're being kind to it. Perhaps a starburst or a wrist roll. Come back to center. And you can have a block near you if you want, or no blocks. And you're going to bend your left knee all the way down, straight your right leg, and lift your toes up. And enjoy the back of the right leg. Point your toe and flex your toe. A couple times. Remember to breathe. And when that feels complete, walk over to the other side. Bend your right leg, straight your left, let your left toes reach to the sky. And you'll come back up to center, coming back to the wide angle forward fold. Turn your heels inward. Your legs will still be straight. Bring your hands to your hips and you'll rise up and bend those knees, coming into goddess pose. Sink your hips way, way, way down and bring your arms up to cactus. And you'll bring your elbows to your waist and straighten them all the way up and to your waist. Let your scapula pinch and get unstuck here, reaching them all the way up. Bringing them back to that cactus shape. Raise your right heel if you want or can, and if you can't, don't worry about it. Lower it down. Raise the left and raise both. Notice the tension and shoot up into a shooting star. Bringing your hands together, interlace your fingers and let the pointer fingers go up to the sky, and you'll heel toe your feet together, standing as tall as you can. Reach those pointer fingers to the sky. Exhale, tip leftward into a crescent moon. Right foot reaches into the earth. Use your belly here. Inhale, come back. And exhale, tip to the right. Come back to center. And opening your arms out, reclasp them at your sacrum. Drop your fists to the floor, shoulders down and back. Use your belly here for strength and let your heart shine forward. Drop your chin to your chest and let some of that energy shift while you breathe. Lift up all 10 toes and root them down. Release your hands and shake it out. We're going to do one more balance pose for good measure. I think holidays require balance and life forces require balance. We'll send our right leg down as our stable leg, lifting up all 5 toes, root them downward. You're going to bring your left knee to hip height at 90 degrees. Use every cell on the bottom of the right foot to steady you. Roll that left ankle. Bring your right hand to your left thigh gently, and your left hand is going to come behind you. It may come all the way behind you, or on the earth behind you, you're going to be twisting to the left. And if you can, gaze leftward. And just notice the wiggle wobbles, embrace them. Notice if you're gripping, maybe roll your ankle. Twisting back to center, bring your hands to your hips, straight that left leg, and bend it, and straight, and bend it. And we're going to tip forward into warrior 3 here. You're going to bring your left foot behind you and tip forward. And just let it be fun. You can stretch your arms long or not. It's just a playful moment. And when you're ready, shifting back upright, lower your foot and shake it out. Making sure that no cramping is staying with you. When you're ready, we'll switch sides. Lift up all 5 toes on the left foot, lower them down. Let it be a nice steady root. Engage your belly across the center, raise your right knee to hip height. Your left hand will come to the right thigh and you'll twist towards the right to the best of your ability. More is not necessarily better. Rolling your ankle, trying not to grip. Twisting back to center, bring your hands to your hips and straight your leg. And bend it. And straight. And bend it. And we'll tip forward into warrior 3 for those who want. It's one of my favorite things to do. Let it be fun. A little lighthearted. And when you're ready, bring your hands back to your hips and lower your hands and shake it out. And let's come down to lie on our backs. Bend your knees and give yourself a moment to melt into the earth beneath you. And notice if you are kinked. Another moment to drop into your body and to drop into place. Wherever you are in the world, on the earth in that spot. Bring one knee into your chest and the other and squeeze as tightly as you can into a tight, tight ball. Everything as tight as you can. And you'll lower your head to the floor, release your knees a little bit, bringing them into a happy baby. Your knees will come towards the floor. Your pelvis is open, soles of the feet to the sky. Remember to breathe. See if you can straighten one leg and bend it in the other. And bend it, and maybe both for fun. Let it be light. Gifting yourself just time to enjoy your body and being in it. We spend a lot of time being annoyed with it, but can we enjoy being in it? Bring the soles of your feet together, your heels towards your groin. Release your inner thighs. Remember to breathe. And you're going to lower your feet to the floor. Release your hands. Bring your knees together, feet apart. Raise your arms over your head into a cactus shape and untangle yourself. Your sacrum should be flat. Knees are knock-kneed. Drop your knees to the right. Your left knee is going to reach to the front right corner and gaze leftward. With a little effort and energy, press that left knee to the front right corner of the mat. Remember to breathe. Pour the breath in. Using it as a salve for any stressed, kinked, tight spots. Bring your gaze back to center. Notice if you would like to put your right foot atop the left knee and enjoy a little more stretch. It might feel good and it might not. You choose. Uncross them. Bring your knees back to center. Unkink anything. Untangle. And when you're ready, drop your knees to the left. Your right knee is going to reach to the front left corner of the mat. Put a little effort into that. And gaze rightward. Remember to breathe. Bring your gaze back to center and your knees back to center. Bring your hands by your sides. You're going to walk your heels towards your rear end. We're going to lift up into a bridge to undo your back. Plant your palms on the floor. Make sure nothing is tangled underneath you. Remembering to be kind, you're going to lift your hips up. Shimmy your shoulders under you as high as you can lift your heart against gravity, relieving the pressure and the tension. Grasp the edge of your mat and tug it towards your heels, reaching your hips as high as you can. Engage your glutes, high, high, high. Lift up onto your tippy toes, reaching your hips even higher. Lower your heels. Lift up your toes so you're on your heels. Engage your hips even higher. Lower your toes, release your hands, untuck your shoulders, and unroll to the earth. Walk your feet about an inch or two forward. You're going to bring your right ankle atop the left knee. Thread your hands through and come into a figure four. Flex your ankles to protect your knee and let your hip release. Wiggling toes. You might rock back and forth a little bit. Again, let it be light and playful. Another spot where you can ask, what would love do? And let your body do that. It's helpful to practice it in the moments that aren't stressful. Would you rock? Would you be still? Would you press your right elbow into your right knee? Would you bring your hands to your shin? It's going to look different. And release your hands. Lower your foot And bring your arms over your head, and we're gonna drop to the left into a figure 4 twist to get your waist and your hip a little bit. It's a little bit of a different twist. Gaze rightward. Bring your gaze back to center and your knees back to center. We'll uncross them and take a moment to transition well, to organize yourself well. And when you're ready, left ankle over right, thread your hands through and send some love to that left hip. Remember to flex ankles, to be kind to your knees. And play with it. Would a rock feel good? Would the left elbow pressing into the left knee feel good? Would hands on the shin feel good? Do what feels the most rejuvenating and delicious. And remember to breathe. And remembering always to breathe on purpose. Take deep breaths, pour the breath in and out. Something that's available to you wherever you are. And when this side feels complete, you'll lower your foot, release your hands, drop your feet to the right, coming into a figure 4 twist here. Let your waist enjoy it. And gaze leftward if that feels good to your neck and shoulders. But be kind to your neck and shoulders. They might or might not like it. Back to center. Bring your knees back to center. And we're gonna uncross, come to Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclining butterfly. Soles of the feet together, knees apart, untangle your shoulders, and bring hands to belly this time, creating a diamond shape around your belly button. And take a moment here to enjoy being in your body. One more breath here. And you bring your knees together with your hands. And you're going to leave your left knee bent. Slide your right foot between your left heel and your rear end and let your knee open up. And your hip will open up with a nice stretch. Remember to breathe. One more breath here. And we'll switch sides. You're gonna untuck your right foot, leave your knee bent, and bring your left foot between your right heel and your right rear end, and you'll let your knee flop open. And you should have a pretty delicious stretch in that left inner thigh, hip region. Remember to breathe. We're going to untuck the left foot and come into Shavasana. You might want to do Supta Baddha Konasana today with the soles of the feet together, knees apart, with a hand on your heart, hand on your belly, or you might just stretch long. Do what feels the most kind to yourself, and don't overthink it. You can also always change. There's no scarcity of shavasanas around. Wherever you are, settle into your breath. If your hands are on your heart and belly, notice your chest and belly rise with the inhale and fall with the exhale. Allowing your body to breathe for itself. Let go of control of the breath and let go of control of your muscles. Gifting yourself a few moments to simply relax, be, rest, restore, and integrate. Let it be an act of loving kindness to yourself, to others, and to the greater world. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Slowly start to wiggle fingers and toes. And enjoy an absolutely delicious, nourishing stretch, whatever way feels good to you. Make your way back to a comfortable seat. And allow yourself to drop right back in, bringing hands to heart. And checking in now for a listen, any wisdom, any thoughts about how you might like to move forward this week in general. Once again, offering today just a lightness. What would feel good in the week ahead? Do you need more quiet, more grounding? What would love do for you and for everyone else? Thank you all so much for practicing with me today. The light in me reflects and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Nice to see you guys. Keep an eye out because I will teach some extra yoga this week once I find out what's going on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you soon.
Jesse, I'm curious. I can't help asking.
Yeah.
Were the twins a surprise to their parents as well as to you? Or did they know?
Uh, who is this? But yes.
Oh, sorry, Linda.
Oh, hi, Linda. No, it's a long story.
Okay.
It was a surprise to them as well.
Wow.
I have been doing a lot of coaching on my own about it. They were born at home and they did not have any ultrasounds. How's that? But
That's a lot. In
everyone's happy and healthy, and I did get them seen by a pediatrician eventually, so I'm feeling successful.
good for you.
I'm the mother-in-law, so add that in.
Right. Lots of layers. Lots of layers.
Yeah, I've been working hard on my coaching, and I'm gonna say I showed up amazingly. Maybe not perfectly, but amazingly. I tried to just, I made sure they were okay myself. That was the best I could do.
Good for you.
And make as few comments as possible. But everyone's happy and healthy.
That's what's important.
Oh, well, for now anyway. But anyway, they're really cute.
Yes.
Yes, but no, nobody knew. I mean, I just cannot even fathom it. But anyway,
Yeah.
they were born, yeah, at home. They actually thought the second one was going to be a placenta, except it wasn't like that much of a surprise. They were like, this is not like a normal contraction for a placenta. And it was another almost 7-pound baby. I can't know, but luck. Like they're lucky or amazing midwives, one of the two, or both.
And someone looking after them all.
Yes, exactly. I'm just going to lean into luck somewhere.
Well,
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
Talk to you all soon.
Okay,
Okay,
bye.
bye.